Geg 50 shows the New World leader, Keith Paladin, deciding to resurrect someone in a similar way they did in Geg 8. Something called energegi is stored within everyone. Different people have different amounts. How it works is that when there is a large amount of energegi stored within someone, Tassot basically hits save on them throughout their lives so that they can have a save loaded if they die. As those with high energegi are destined to change the world, and as Geg was meant to be a hero, like other timelines, he had high energegi. Energegi is also highly genetic. Geg parents won't necessarily have high energegi, but Geg's children, his direct descendants, theirs would rival his. Last episode, we established that everyone has a certain amount of energegi, and Geg's children have a lot of it. If someone has a high amount of energegi, then they are able to come back to life. And in Geg episode 51, they finally bring back Geg's daughter, the protagonist from Geg 5. She was probably the only reasonable Geg with a high enough energegi to be revived, as she went on a rampage because of her brother's death. She was actually incredibly smart and worked in the same party as Jamie Sanders Jr. So she's brought back to life. And Geg 52 shows how Geg's daughter, who is called Samantha Geg, is now prepared for battle. She has been brought back to life to defend the universe, so she must be prepared to fight. Geg 53, Battle Machine, shows how Geg's daughter, Samantha Geg, is practically a battle machine. With the level of power she has, her technique is perfect. Everything is amazing, down to the last minute detail. Perfect. Geg 54 just shows a training montage, the brutal work she goes through to achieve a threat to all the multiverse. Geg 55, however, shows a scientist called Keith Edwards being transported through the Gegiverse and stumbling into a void. Everywhere he looks, just endless vacuum, until something approaches. He can't tell what it is at first. Is it a meteor? A lump of space junk? But when it gets closer, he can see perfectly that it's Geg fused with Tassot. And for that, see you all next episode. Last episode, a scientist named Keith Edwards was floating around a void, when suddenly something was coming up to them. He didn't know what it was. Was it a meteor? A piece of space junk? But it turns out it was a fuse of Geg and Tassot. The two have combined to become some kind of amalgamation to share power and aura. The being in question's name? Gegot. Geg 56 is about Samangeg visiting the mausoleum, holding her brother along with other Geg victims. After Geg 6, Jamie Sanders spreads his story to the world, how his kind heart was corrupted by the cruelty of society. His life was a true example of nature versus nurture. Geg 57 shows Gegot finding his way into the universe we've been following. At first, people think it's the return of Tassot. However, minds are quickly changed when Gegot is exposed as a malicious monster. These people can't do anything. They are helpless. And in Geg 58, titled Melancholia, Samangeg is still at her brother's mausoleum, away training. She hasn't even been introduced to Gegot yet. She feels melancholically about her brother's death. Because he was a good person, yet stunned by society because of their father's ways. This means that in Geg 59, when she hears about Gegot, she's ready to kill him, no, destroy him. So the battle shall ensue. In Geg episode 60, Gegot is trying to mess with Samangeg. He's convincing her that they're exactly alike. They are angry, fueled machines ready for killing, but they are not the same. Samangeg is here to protect the world from that thing, and gEgot is here for the adrenaline, the thrill of the kill. gEgs61 reflects how it looks like they're fighting a mirror. They have almost perfectly in sync combat, their technique matched, their power matched. This is not going to be an easy battle, however, in gEgs62, gEgot can no longer fight. The training Saman-geg has put in has truly paid off. gEgot on the ground struggles to deliver another blow, but just as it's filled with hope, Saman-geg lifts a bloody boot and delivers the coup de grace. What's up, Gegoids? Now that we've finally hit 60 subscribers and we have announced this collaboration with Moses Leonard, now it's time to look forward to the next set of achievements. And this one's really close. 65 subscribers. We're on 61 already, so it's only going to be 4 more. But here's the catch. We also need 65 subscribers on the gEg WhatsApp channel. And since the YouTube has more subscribers than the WhatsApp, there are some people that don't even know the WhatsApp channel even exists. So we need both 65 subscribers or followers on both the YouTube and WhatsApp. So, if you're subscribed to the YouTube, then go follow the WhatsApp. And if you're not subscribed to the YouTube, then subscribe. Now, I would finish off a sentence by saying subscribe, but I've said subscribe too many times in this sentence, so follow the WhatsApp.